Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to SkyVault, episode 152 here. We have that chaos sealed scavenger vault coming right up, and hopefully we can get our bounties done. All right, here we go. We need to do music. I gotta really change my Elgato because it's going to the wrong one there. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. 8 out of 10 intro. Wow, that's a high rating. My intro. Ooh, oh, right, chaos. It's like, okay. And I forgot it was chaos. All right, what do we got here? We've got all common, but a lot of them. The bone shards are going to be dependent on ore rooms. They're pretty easy to get, though, if you get, like, one good ore room. And then we need coins this time. And the black mob essence shouldn't be a problem. We kill enough mobs here. It's my first one, chat. It's my first one since they updated it. Oh, baby. That is good. Look at all the stuff. Ah! So many jewels. What else do we get? We get gear. We get bronze. I did this in a really silly way. We're going to go up to here. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, here. There we go. I was going to say, no lagging on me. Hello? Oh, it's so satisfying. I've watched people do this, but I've never had the pleasure. The soul shards are like less good, but that's okay. Oh, catalyst fragments are a big deal for this one. I'm not even really sure what else you can get. But alright. Am I getting chromatic iron out of that? Seems like it. Key pieces are great. We'll definitely be able to craft more keys here. All right. Well, there's one quarter down. I'm not even really worried about the gear. That's the wild part. I almost want to do this. Like, I feel like this is almost easier. And I could probably go lower than this as well. Yeah. I think this is the way to go. It's just easier to run around and do this. Pure dopamine. Pure dopamine of mining. My magnet's mad at me. It's got 29,000 durability. It'll be all right. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 should be where we can go. Yep. Epic plus axe. I'm just looking at what's going into our inventory here. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, this Shatterer makes stuff like this just so absurd. Like, even mine rooms are super satisfying because of it. Ooh, there's an epic plus chest plate. Let's go. Okay. Gonna say we should be able to get the rest of this way. And this is why they're really rare. This is why they're super rare. It makes sense. It makes them so satisfying. And you just pray you don't get one early. I can't believe we got that as our first room. That's wild. Okay, so now we go south. And I missed. Wow. So we basically said we took 5 minutes off of our timer to loot that, and I'm okay with that. That's good by me. I'm good with that. Oh yeah, now everything has random stuff. I forgot about that. Like every POI is kind of random. Which was the whole point of doing the chaos. Because I think the dungeons will still be the same. It looks like these guys will still be the same. All right. I have not gotten a single scavenger piece from that, huh? That's weird. That's just very unfortunate. Don't really need that. Does treasure sand count towards elixir? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, this room's kind of boring. We want a room with a lot of POIs in it. Is this an ore room? Because that would be excellent. It is an ore room. So, oh no, it's not an ore room. I thought it was an ore room. Yeah, we also have this. Maybe the chaos isn't as good as I thought. I don't know. Maybe if you need wooden chests, I guess it is. Chaos theme with the wooden chest augment seems like it might be good. Because then you can't get the guaranteed stuff here. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I can't tell if I'm just getting a little bit unlucky, like a touch unlucky or not. Southern facing vault. Did the gear already overflow? No, it did not. It did, but it should have. Oh no, this one that can't hold swords. That's what it is. That's what happened last time as well. We didn't overflow. That can't hold swords. I forgot about that. Yeah. This should make short work of that. No, okay, they're not bugged. Boy, does it kind of feel like they were bugged though. Well, I got an empty jar there. It just... I'm glad I went back for that POI, because we looted that ornate, didn't get really much from it, and it was because it was blocked. It's kind of cool. Only wood in there. Looks like only wood in there. Let's keep going south. Look for an ore room. Look for dungeons. Chaos theme's fun. I think Chaos theme makes me really appreciate themed vaults versus... I guess we'll check downstairs first. Themed vaults versus... old 116 vaults, you know? really prefer theme vaults. If you wanted the answer to that. Did I get nothing from that? Because it kind of feels like I got nothing from that. Finally, a blood vial. I don't know. Those are all feeling pretty weird, too. Nice. They drop black mob essence, so. Okay, no doors. Yeah, like Hydro Void would be great there. For sure. Alright. I don't know why that looked funny there. Weird. Grab you because you're free and I need Vault Diamonds. Okay. Keep missing that. Keep missing. I do also want to try Frog at some point as well. Alright. I think we got all the relevant stuff out of that. So I'm going to keep going south here. Man, this is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Just really seems to be everything's wooden. Well, there's an empty jar, though. So I don't know. Maybe we are getting there. Voyeur room would be the dream. I mean, honestly, the dream is actually a dig site. We found it already, so can't really complain too much. You know? Let's do a check here, though. None, 2, 1. And we're good on that. So we need 6, 10, 10. Which, again, wouldn't be too bad if we had ourselves... Yeah, like this would have been guaranteed. Maybe this isn't as good as I thought. And that's okay. We're learning. You know, learning with Deadpine is always good. Boy, there are a lot of wooden chests. I wonder if the chaos theme then works better for like the plus 25% wooden chests. I don't know how those would work with this though. But it does kind of feel like you would get way more wooden chests. You know? It's all wooden. Alright. We'll keep going south. Maybe we'll get lucky with the dungeon. There's another jar. Just give me a hug. Love me. Okay. I need you to love me. Champion, hello. Helmet. I'll take that. Ooh, it's a door, but it's the wrong one. Yes and no, Ivan. It's fairly powerful. It doesn't follow you anymore. So it's in a set spot in the room, which is a slight nerf, for sure. Because then you have to corral the mobs to that. It just doesn't follow you around for 14 seconds and murder everything. Then it... Oh, I love this, the way these rooms look. Look at that. Beautiful. Crap. But, and you need to have very specific armor to work with it. For sure. Now, I'm running 2 lightning abilities. I'm running the one that if I get close to a mob, basically if it can attack me, it gets it. I didn't think this theme was a void theme, by the way. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't even need those. But, yeah. And then you need a ton of ability power to make it work. And a lot of points into it. So, like, I probably put, like, 50,000 gold into my armor. Easily, if not more. So, it's definitely a late game specific thing. But still pretty powerful. Just not as easy to obtain or quite as powerful as last time. But almost so. Okay, not a fan of this Chaos Vault. I mean, I can't not be not a fan of it just because of the room at the start, but the actual vault itself is not panning out the way I needed it to. So, which is okay. If you have to find a dungeon, well, that's what we really need. Is we need like coin dungeon, ore room plus these guys. So there's another empty jar. I mean, we have been getting pretty lucky with those. We need 3 empty jars and a lot of everything else. Careful of you. I shouldn't have wasted my totem wrath. It's also wild to me that we looted all those coins at the start and there was not a single. I was just trying to open this so I could see it. That's all, I swear. Didn't get a single piece from that, let alone a blood vial. Wonder if they've reduced the amount. Probably. Classic. Alright, and we keep going south. Yeah, we got a lot of dungeons in the last one, so I don't really know. Don't really know. I think it's just unfortunate. Oh, there's a dungeon. All right. Well, if you're... What are you? Living? I don't think I can afford to do that. It was basically anything but living. Good to see the rivalry still hold up. All right, we hit our dead end. Let's head back. Good morning, Lion Cheeks. How are you? Good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, AK, for pointing out the dungeon door. Jeez, more? Is this an ore room? I think it is. No, it is not an ore room. Man, it really does look like an ore room. This is coins, though. Why? I was hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I think they reduced the amount that you get from coins, it feels like. I don't know. It didn't feel like that in the last vault, so maybe I'm just unlucky in this one. It's very odd. Please don't go boom. Did my Archon stop? I think did my Archon run out? No. I'm very confused right now. Yeah, I think ironically, I think I would have been, well, maybe not okay here. Because we're missing out on... I think we would have been okay on the jars here if we weren't in chaos, but everything else is kind of messing with us too, so not really a big deal. Okay. Did I have it? Yeah, I might have hit it by accident. It's all good. He's all good. Doesn't look like anything. There's one. Ores? Ores. Also, just straight up none from that. That's so weird. So weird. Hey, Ash. It's going. It's going. Life is good. This vault, on the other hand, I mean, it is also good, but again, only because of the Digsite at the beginning. I love this room. Is this technically a void theme? Do we know? I don't think so, right? Oh, dungeon. What do we got? Extreme Gilded, huh? Golly, Carlos. Thank you for the 420. Good morning. Well. There you go, I guess. of me. Something's hurting a lot. I didn't see what I got from that. Must have been a sword. Didn't see what I got from that champion mob. God dang it, Cam Cool. I'm so sorry, YouTube. That's done, that's done, that's done. Doesn't look like it's a void theme. I think we would have gotten at least an echo if this was a void theme. We're so close on that. We're not even close on the other stuff, though, so... yeah, not happening. That's okay. Let's start definitely heading home. Because, I mean, the first room of this vault is going to get us there. Another ore room. I don't think this is a plentiful vault, but we have a bounty for this, so if we can finish that bounty real quick, we can get our other lost bounty going, which would be sweet. You know? Just die. Alright, well, we have everything we need, but... everything but, well, everything but two things. We need empty jars and we need, blood vials. I think this will be worth a few lemons. Maybe in some of these. Very rude. Wow, you got a lot of health, dude. Trying to use these a little bit more. And then after this room, we're going to beeline for home. Okay. So what we do is we go... I believe it's one east, then north. Nope, I think it was the other way. Maybe I just didn't put a thing in there. I don't know. No, I think it might have been the other way. Because I haven't seen a single marker yet. Was that an ore void room? Oh, I'm behind it now? How did that happen? I don't know what's happening, chat. We're just going to follow the compass and hope that we have enough lemons. Was I just going the wrong way the whole time? Oh, boy. That's probably why I was going the wrong way originally. I might have to eat an orange here. I do not want to die. How was my compass going the wrong way? Was it? Am I just being silly pine? I'm getting on a lemon or an orange. I'm not risking this. I don't know how far away we are. Follow my heart? Well, if we die here, we lose our bags, our gear, everything. We're playing hardcore. So, I'd rather follow the compass, I think. If it's all the same to you. Yesterday was a new keyboard day. Why does it feel like I'm so off? Oh, here we go. We did find our line. Or we found a line. I don't know if it's the line. It was. Okay. Whew. Nice. That was a little scary. Probably didn't need the orange, but also better not to take risks. How rational? I try. All right. Not a successful vault, but... I mean, we looted a... We looted the treasure sand. Like, hello? Is there a stat for treasure sand somewhere? I actually don't know. Yes, there is. 17,506 treasure sand. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay. And did we complete a bounty? We didn't even complete a bounty. So, Sabex, thank you for the 57 months in the Ant Mood. You love to see that. Sub number 9 today. It's a long time. Appreciate you. All right, I'll see you for that looting phase. Oh, I hit the wrong unpause button. I was like waiting for the transition to happen and it didn't. Classic. All right, so I put all this stuff in the junk modifier, including those. This is our overflow. We got 3. Oh, no, these are just... Oh, these are full ones. I see. I thought those were chaos. I genuinely thought those were chaos. They were not. For those who are doing the predictions in YouTube, we got 8. So well done. Averagers? I don't know. Yeah, the 5 to 9 is our average for sure. So well done there. Oh, there's 40 key pieces here. Oh my goodness. There's 40 key pieces here. What the heck? 318 catalyst fragments, 8,000 soul shards. We did get some iron, which is pretty cool. Vault bronze. I can't believe how many key pieces that is. Deal. All right, hashtag scrappy. Hashtag common. Okay, we're going to put those in there. We're definitely going to be crafting some keys here for sure. Okay, we're going to have several of these to go through. All right. Ooh, there's a legendary chaining. God, it's so bad, though. It's so bad, though. Actually, I should go through and just, like... Because legendaries are pretty easy to spot. Okay, none of them are legendary. Hit that with a sword, too. Does it do it by... I think so. I'm literally just looking at the... Okay, there's an epic. I think I'm going to keep, like, basically epic pluses at this level. And I like that suffixes. I think that's good. But basically, unless it's got legendary, we can do better with the other stuff. And we really just need to do this. And I think that's just the fastest way to do this without really worrying about it. Which is pretty cool. Okay, hashtag common. And honestly, we're going to be getting rid of some of the rares as well. So I'm not going to worry about that. Let's also do JE for jewels. And we'll work on those together. That's an Omega. Oh, +1 level to Totem Wrath. I don't know if that is actually good or not, though, because it doesn't actually... It never increases damage, you know? So I actually don't know if that's good. It's got potential. I think I have one of those already, like, exactly. No, yeah. Actually, we'll see what it can do. It's a 9% trap disarm. The thing about 9% trap disarm is, like, you need 10 10s or basically 9 10s and then 2 of anything else. So, I don't think it's worth. It's a little bit too high there. Ooh, +1 level to fire shot there. That's actually really good. And decent health. And decent health. Yeah, it's fine, but not great. No. 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 That's got some pretty good implicits. I'll save that one. There's our Devil Leggings. Which can be good. You know, like the whole point of the Omega Leggings is that we can get some really good stuff from them. No. No. I am kind of interested in that. Like, I would be curious to see what that gives us. Alright. The rest of those can go away. I'm going to hit this with a few rolls. I think. I am running out of plating there. I guess we got a decent amount of plating from this. Maybe? Oh, not all. Not all. Oh, no. Yeah, all. No. Oh, that's so close to being stupidly good. That's just got a lot of armor going for it, you know? So this one we need to be chaosed. Okay, that's pretty good. It's middle of the line with the resistance, I guess. But that would be pretty good. Woo! And then what do you even get on that last prefix there? Like, what can I even craft on this? It's probably, oh, healing efficiency or quantity quality? Okay. Don't need trap disarm. Don't need soul chance. Probably healing efficiency. I do wonder if we get it, like, if we get enough healing efficiency, if we start getting 1 heart back. I think it needs to be 100%. But you could definitely craft that onto there. I don't think this can do area, right? No. Yeah. So you craft this real quick. And then what are our current pants? I don't even know. Oh, we do what we already have Omega pants. I forgot we already had Omega pants. Well, these are really, 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 really good backups that we just have to fundamental. Classic Deadpine. I'm going to hit this with a few randoms because our helmet has... Honestly, every single prefix and suffix on there is relevant. So, backup, but not really there. Yeah. I was trying to get lucky on that one. But... What's lucky cry? Oh, that's the lucky hit cry. Mega dig. Does seem like the wands have a higher chance of getting the +1 effects. Is that ours? Hold on. That is what we're doing, right? Yeah, Smite Archon. which we already reduced the level of, which is kind of funny. And it has good area of effect and good cooldown. The only problem is we really want to get rid of that durability. Okay, well, that's cool. I don't think we need it, because the 15% ability power is actually one of the reasons we're doing really well here. And this also has much more ability power. But that is a consideration, and that is really cool. And then that could be cool for like a fire shot build. All right, I know I'm spending a lot of time on these. We get so much, you know? We get so much. Okay, that has potential. That has potential. It's low enough size where we might as well just finish it off at a level 10. Maybe it's something we can top up something with. This is low chance to hit level 10, but yeah, I think it's worthwhile. Hey, thanks for the follows, everybody. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Okay, so we have 2 potential... Oh, that is better than this one, straight up. By 1%. That means we can have a 3%er? I don't think it really matters, to be honest. We have an ornate with item rarity. That might be worthwhile over the durability. We'll put those away for now. Oh, we still got a lot to go over. I forgot there's more armor to go over here too. I probably shouldn't have wasted my rolls on certain things. But that's okay. That is okay. All right. No. If that kept every single item, obviously be very good, but I highly doubt it's going to, but it's worth the risk, I think. Yeah. Okay. Not high enough. No, not high enough. No, no. I guess that was a perfect pulverizing. We probably should have kept it. Yes. And even if we get rid of everything, like, as long as we don't get rid of the quantity or copiously, both of those are fine, even without the gilded. Coin plus durability is meh. No. Not high enough. Living reach is fun. Hammer size is always fun. No, no, and no. Okay. So. Nice. 0.535 reach is still high enough, I think, to do that with. Okay. We still haven't even crafted... We haven't crafted jewels in a while, either. Not what I wanted to do. Good thing there wasn't a ton of stuff in there. Classic. I hate everything. God dang it. Uh-huh. Hey, that's actually pretty good. That's actually really good. All right. Those can all go away. Those get schmelted. It's so classic. We'll grab these two. Anything else to roll here? I don't think so. We'll do these two manually, and then... yeah, I don't know. Only 147 plate. I guess you don't get plating from the... from those. So... Alright. +1 level to dash warp, which is what we're using. I don't know if that's actually even relevant, though, because we just don't even need it, right? We just don't even need it. What did you get? I mean, we'll keep it because we could probably mold that into something decent again. Once again, I'm going to do an offline audit of this. That's going to take me like an hour or two to do. I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments if that's something you would have liked to have seen. I'm still going to do it offline. While I'm like watching other people play, but yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. All right, I think we could squeeze in one more vault here. I've been doing shorter episodes lately, so I think we're gonna squeeze in another vault here. I think I am gonna do just a random one. That said, we gotta craft a bunch of keys here. I do want to make sure we save at least 8 echo, though. So I need to save those 2 out. And we can craft 8 keys. Okay. Yeah. Or I don't even know if I can craft that many. I think I have enough for 5. Yes, we have enough for 5. So then the question becomes, what do we make them? Do we go for like the one of everything, or just like, I think we kind of just go all in on the purple and orange. They're super easy to spot. We have the most of them. I don't see any reason to not. I mean, we could also do like 1 or 2 Gorgonites there as well, but then they also stack. So like, why don't we do 3 Xenium and 2 Ashium and just like call it a day? Two E's. Oh my goodness, chat. I cannot type today. And then, like, what does that leave us with? Yeah. And then maybe next time we'll do a couple Gorgonites. But yeah, then they stack. I would do one of every type. That's just me. I mean, here's the thing, though. It like that gets you your first one pretty quickly, right? But they have equal chance of being the door that you need them to be. So I don't know. It's just one of those. We'll always look for those two. Maybe in the future when we have like a lot, or if we hit another dig site, we could do it that way. All right, 4 more for that. I'm tempted to abandon this now. I'm going to abandon this. I like scavenger hunts. I don't like them that much, and we've also failed our last 2. So I think what we're going to do is... Not high enough. Copiously amount. I think we're going to re-roll that one. Beautiful. It's hard to get, but Echo. Echo all day, plus a little bit of gold, plus a magnet. Deal. And then we can just do a random ball, because I kind of don't want to do one of these. So, let's get our gear back on. I think I need to come close to repairing here. Maybe that. But we have the ability to repair that as we go. So, I think we're good there. And I think we're just going to do a random vault. Just a straight up random vault. Oh, do I have to go get flowers? Okay. I'm going to get flowers with Twitch chat. For those who haven't seen this farm. Man, there's like no frames here. It's literally just this. So I'm going to do this with Twitch chat for a little bit. We just turn this thing on. Or rather, I just bring this thing bone meal. Okay. It's already on. So I just feed this some bone meal and we get flowers. So I'm going to do that with Twitch chat for a second. And I will see for that vault. Okay, there we go. Man, our FPS is really bad in our base. Okay, that's 100% good to go. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Find the monoliths. Soul Surge. 100% soul shards. That's cool. All right, well, so it's just a general exploration of the vault. Can we load? Maybe I should hang out in that room for a little bit to let this load. That might be the reason they did that, actually. Okay, so we're guaranteed having to come back here. Okay. So we are just kind of looting normal. Looking for dungeons, looking for doors. Looking for everything. Okay. Chat didn't vote. Only AKA did. Wait, did seriously not that many people go in? Do we have that many lurkers today? Man. We've been having a really high density. Again, we're a very lurk friendly channel, and that's okay. But the average chat has been very lurk heavy the last few weeks. Dave, thank you so much.
67 months, sir.
No, nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the drawing.
Pine, sip, pine, sip, pine, sip.
Dave, thank you for the 67 months of support for sub number 10 today. Oh, I'm in the wrong scene again. Classic Deadpine. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. No, I don't mind questions at all. Okay, there's a monolith. Just do that real quick. I keep forgetting to set up this thing. But we need ore rooms for the Alexandrite for our task. Hey, Freddy. Vaulting is going well today. Oh, nice. Normal? Love that. There's going to be a lot of that junk. Yeah, we're doing all right today. Just keep A key. Oh, there's our bounty. Nice. Yeah, we had our first dig site since the update. So, yeah, we're doing all right. I actually need coins. I know it doesn't seem like I need coins, but we do need coins. These all the way down here. I mean, what we really need from here is the potential for a loot the whatever, which is I think low chance in normal dungeons, and I think at the higher level of the dungeon, the higher level you have of getting potion / armor modifier, you know. But that's how it goes. Yeah, I know you always need coins. Sometimes I hate looting coins. But our gear costs a lot to work with, among other things. Inscriptions are going to be a thing soon. We're going to be wanting to craft a bunch of jewels soon, etc. And this, again, it's a normal dungeon, so it's super easy to clear. I think I might not do, like, extreme or impossible, but everything else seems fine to me. Good morning, Rough Ingot. How you doing today? Oh, jeez. All right, we're actually done our bounty, so I think we're going to skip the rest, though. What was the gamba? Number of chests. It's a completely random vault. Ooh, I like this room. Really want to see. I didn't want that to happen, but here we are. Here we are. At least we got a lot. Oh, we're getting a lot of soul shards from this dungeon as well, huh? It's pretty good. Let's set this up. Set this up as well. It's funny, it actually tells me what buildings everything is in. And I'm kind of here for it. Especially when there's slimes, because it triggers our poison nova. Which is so sick. Come on. So many soul shards, dude. That's a lot of soul shards. Oh, you're a champion? Everything makes sense. 4 vault gold, I'll take that. Okay. Does the Hunter of just showing you where all the chests are still work? That's still a thing, right? That might be an interesting one to have as well. And somebody actually suggested at one point doing a just a level into Javelin for chest hunting. Yeah, unspect hunter. Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe using that for like to clear out the rooms like this, you know? Could be kind of cool. Like it may be more useful than what we currently have. Does it not attack? Oh, it does. Does it not attack slimes? Weird. That'll just murder everything there because it's 2 of those, and I love it. That's so satisfying. Door? Oh, I missed that door. Oh, yes, door. See? See, chat? You are good for some things. Living, unfortunately. It's a small one. And we got some Epic Plus boots, baby. Take that. And, ooh! Hatred Totem. Oh. Oh. That's what I'm on right now, right? Or am I on Wrath? Now that's cool. Now that's cool, because that casts it. All I have to do is drink it, and that casts it. Oh, this is going to be good. Whew, this is going to be good. Oh, and we can run the... Now we actually have an excuse to run the wand that actually increases the level of that. Oh, this is going to be so sick, because it kills everything and refunds itself. Oh, was it only for the pacifist bottle? Well, we have a pacifist bottle, so that's kind of cool. Okay, that is less good, but it's still... It's kind of annoying that you can only get them from certain bottles, or you only get them for certain bottles. But we'll still see. We'll still see. I mean, it might be worth anyway, because I don't use the potions all that much. We have to go all in on prudent, though. Door, just the wrong kind. I don't know why it doesn't kill certain slimes. That guy's real scary early, but a little less so at this stage. The blindness is, it's something. Guess the poison lasts a while too. Oh, is it a set level? We'll have to read it again. Oh, does it say like level 1? Got it. But the cool thing about the Totem Hatred is that like the levels don't... It just increases its range and durability. Okay, maybe it's not as good as we think it is. Maybe they thought of this. Sounds like they may have thought of this. Would be cool to have, though. Not what I wanted. You know what the funny thing is? If I ever needed fuel for whatever reason, we could honestly just remove our inscription real quick, put on a different magnet, and just go nuts in this vault. And we'd be pretty happy. Okay, I'm going to move on then. Unless the room is interesting or whatnot, like it's... Or we don't, and the scanner doesn't produce anything. It's not really worth. And then, of course, when we don't have the scanner up, we can just go down and look real quick, look for interesting things. And then not worry about it, because we're moving on. Piglins or zombie piglins that drop gold? Zombie piglins. Yeah. Did I get an inscription? Nice. Completely missed it. Was it a good one or was it just like a blank one? I mean, blank ones are still good. I don't need coins that badly. That might be one. Oh, nope, that is not one. I mean, the big slime there might get us. Oh, we're so close. One more. Yeah, slimes are real good for the kill shrines. We're not gonna bother. It's not really worth our time. Not worth our time. There's a monolith and an omega. What are you? Lucky hit chance. I don't have anything on lucky hit, so it's cool. But not worth. We done here? We're done here, okay. So we go south, then north. Oops. Alright, we want to move forward here. Because, yeah, sometimes you get to... Range-wise, you can see into the next room. Which is nice. Ooh, okay. I don't mind living here. Yeah. Oh, we literally have that available already. Okay. It's not going to be nearly as satisfying as our other one, but... I really like the changes to this room. It feels challenging, but, like... I don't feel like I need to cheese it to do well, you know? Which is cool. Nice. Only got an axe from that guy. ton. Also doesn't feel that much better without... feels a lot worse without the extra coin piles. Actually, looks like a good spot to use this. Ooh. Omega. Hey, why don't you guys come in here? Oh, I need to be... This is what I needed to put in there. My brain keeps telling me that there's, like, you're forgetting to do something in the rooms. Place down that is what it is. Because that actually helps finish off, like, the slimes. And top up the damage on the Poison Nova. It's real good. And obviously I should have done that in the center of the room, but, you know, whatever. Alright. We don't have to 100% this. So. I believe we're heading east now. Nice. That was good. I may be the only voter, but it looks like we're going to lose. I mean, I have been looting chests, but yeah, we have not been... Oh, hello. Looting so many. But here you go. This'll the big dungeon of this will, I think, do a lot. Yeah. Soul chance on the boots. I'll take that. I'll take that because I would love to do a soul shard build at some point. But that actually might be at a different playthrough. You know. I think one of the playthroughs I want to do a I actually had surprisingly few chests. I want to do a black market soul shard build, you know. Well, yeah, we hit a dragon room and and all that. And AK, if you're truly the only person in the actual Gamba, I'm probably just gonna refund it. Because it's not like you're gaining anything if you win anyway. I guess I didn't do that the other time, but maybe that's a new thing going forward. Alright. East. Fair, Peter. And all good. Correct. It also means I cannot get soul chance on boots anymore, which is really good. For sure. Ore room. I feel like ore rooms have a good chance for dungeons and doors for some reason. I don't know. Kind of the design, but we're good. We finished our thing. So just want to briefly check there. Keep going east. All right, we're good now. Let me do that. And get everything spawned in here so they start dying. so many things dying from that. Honestly, knowing where the mobs are is kind of the cool part, too. There's a ton of ornate chests in this part of the dungeon. My goodness, like every single POI down here has been like basically ornate. Wild. Well, this dungeon might help out a lot. All these things might help out a lot. Muscle memory. Go to POI, hit these things. Come on, get close enough. Thank you. All right. Rare plus magnet's actually pretty decent. Okay, and then past that, I'm pretty happy. I just need to find out how to get the heck out of the underground area here. There we go. Okay. Keep going east here. I mean, I want a door and or a dungeon, but I don't want this. Unless if this is copiously. No. Oh, that's fast. That's real fast. That's real fast. Yeah, if that was copiously, I might have considered doing that room, but meh. I mean, this +3 speed is real good for looking for dungeon doors. Oh, I really want. We do got to try frog. Oh, there's the good stuff here. You never know when you're gonna get a trinket, you know? Oh, that was actually a little risky. Oh, this much speed is annoying. Satisfying. Must admit. Yeah, I made a bunch of keys. We hit a Digsite, which are just silly good for keys these days. There was an inscription. Okay. Oh, that's kind of fun, Simon. Complete a cake vault for a chaos. We haven't done a cake vault in a while. Maybe we do that. Wouldn't say no to that. Yeah, I was really hoping to close this this dungeon off with a I was hoping to close this dungeon off with like a dungeon. Sorry, this vault off with a dungeon. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so this is our exit here. Not seeing anything. We should really try out frog. I feel like when I put on frog for the first time, I'm gonna die. Now we're gonna go really fast. We'll just look for interesting rooms instead then, and then we can go loot the last room. God, I can't even like process how fast we're going. Like my brain just can't process it. That's wild. Is this our first? I guess this is our starter room, huh? I guess I did loot it a little bit. I could have swore I didn't loot the starter room. I guess I did, though. That's a bit awkward. It's like the whole point of these rooms is, or the whole point of the, yeah, and I mined through here. What the heck, man? Past Deadpine is really, not being kind to me. Whatever. It's all good. We were successful. And I'll take that. GG's. GG's. 173. Let me see here. Is AK really the only person who predicted anything? No, there was other people. Yeah, no. You guys, there's more than one voter. 0% doesn't mean there's not a voter, just so you guys know. So, the 3 people with the voting with 10 channel points get there and get to take all of AKA's points. Nice. Well done. Yeah, no, as long as there's other people voting, it stands. But if there's literally only one person who does actually predict, we'll definitely refund. All right, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We got a bounty crate to go. We got all that good stuff and more for that looting phase. Okay, one of my favorite songs is playing. You'd love to see it, but we got our legendary bounty. Didn't get any of those, and that's okay. Legendary bounty's good. I did want to show off this. This was from before. That's not supposed to be there. But look how few items. Because we've done that vault already and put them in the junk identifier, that's how few items extra we're getting, and that's really nice. That's really, really nice. I built a 42069, then rebuild again. Totally fair. I spent 150k in Iskal, won back 900,000. Dang, that's pretty good. I'm not sure what Iskal's rewards are. I've got quite a few at his channel just from lurking there, but yeah, I wanted to show off the power of the junk identifier, you know? I love looking at the trinkets, man. Okay. I also like I really like this, oh, wrong bag. Like this concept of putting them away in this. It's definitely good. All right, how'd we do? 4,000 soul shards. Love to see that. Lots of gold. Lots of gold. I mean, we hit a dragon room. It's to be expected. Decent chunk of those. You know, we aren't scrapping this extra stuff. I don't think we need to. Like, we have never been out of soul shards. But I think in my next playthrough, I'm going to come up with a way to do that a little bit more. I might also build with these, because I think these gilded ingots will go really well with our build theme here. I say might. There's a big emphasis on might. Oh, we got a factory room. I guess it's an inscription. We might run one of these at one point. Genuinely. Like, we can get netherite and a bunch of compressed blocks out of those, so I will not say no to that. I'm just going to get hashtag unidentified. Yeah. And I'm gonna do that. We'll roll those ones. And you know what? We'll do the jewels at the same time here as well. And we'll just manually roll the epic plusers. Even rares these days, I'm like just not really about keeping them. Legendary health, baby. Another one I'm really only keeping because... Ooh, see now... man, I need this to be not on a scrappy thing. That's the second chaining legendary we've gotten. And I need that to not be on a scrappy, you know? And I know 4 chaining is really about all you can do. Because it cuts it in half. But it's just the idea of it, you know? For the extra hits at the clouds, as well as... like stunning and all that stuff, because you get a chance per. So it's neat. It's neat. Okay, no. Yep. No. Not high enough. Yep. No. That one's actually pretty okay. No. Yeah, no, that's... either one of those is good. And no. So I'll be pretty happy with that. So this is going to be used for the copiously. Because although the item quantity is very high, the copiously is very high, but we can't put axing on our main tool. Classic. Beautiful. How are we doing here? 65% copiously. I think I have some in here that I missed. Hashtag cope. That's only 1.9. Once we see 100%, that's when we're going to start like really gunning for this. But honestly, we can get about 20% copiously on our magnets. So if we can get a good magnet with 20% copiously, we only need to get this to 80%, which is actually just completely reasonable space-wise there. So... all good, Shark. I'm doing really well. How you doing? Yeah, I hope life's been treating you well, and all good. You never have to worry about not being here. You know, we'll be here 5 days a week, like we have been the past few weeks. Just, you know, we're here for you whenever you can make it. It's your free time, right? Your free time. All right, let's just roll all these. I'm not even really sure we want trinket-wise. We're actually doing really well trinkets. That already. Okay. What do we got here? Honestly, it's pretty good. Yeah. And we'll just put those in there. Obsidian, thank you for sharing that. Prime for 27. Big cheers. Also, Holy Terror, big cheers. Obsidian, thank you for doing that. Sharing the primes in chat is such a huge deal. It really helps out so much. Yeah, totally understand, Shark. School takes all priorities. I'm sorry to hear it's being difficult for you. But yeah, school definitely takes all priorities. So. And best of luck. Just get into the swing. Try to get good habits going. I think you'll do all right. All right, we'll put those away. Okay, YouTube. That was a really fun episode. We got 2 vaults in. Feeling really good about that. Yeah. Good stuff all around there. Pretty happy with that. I really got to go through and get, like, I keep saying I'm going to do that. I should probably write it down. You know what? I'm going to write this down, YouTube. Audit SkyVaults. Which means go through the base. I'm going to maybe disable some of these things because this might be a little bit too much. Chat pointed out that the armor stands might be where a lot of our lag is coming from, so I might be getting rid of that and just for chests. Also, if it's just the armor stands and not the wardrobes, because I don't know if these display the same way that those guys do. Because I think the armor stands are entities, which is why they're rough. So that might actually be the problem. So, yeah, we might just upgrade them all to wardrobes at that point. Hoppers aren't too bad. As long as they don't have too many things going through them, they're really not too bad. I did disable all of the text on these. That helped out a little bit. So yeah, I'll go through my base and just sort of figure out where stuff is going wrong. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, watching these all the way through. Really appreciate those who do. You heard it at the end there. Big shout out to all those sharing their Prime. If you got access to an Amazon Prime account that you can link to a Twitch account, even if you just watch YouTube and don't watch Twitch, making a Twitch account and coming over and sharing that is a huge deal. It's worth more than a tier 1 Patreon level, and it's actually really it's a massive amount of support, and it helps so much. So, really appreciate those who are doing that, and it's free. What? I didn't know that could be that. That's got to be super lucky. I mean, it's an X-Mark, so it's like whatever, but... Well, that's a great way to finish up that episode. You'll love to see it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Watch these all the way through. Really appreciate that. And we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.